Broken glass or a bottle makes a good rock bottom. Okay. I ain't made in China, y'all. Not made in China. No, I'm not. Not made in China. Ain't made in China. From all the cheapest parts. I ain't one for driving anything but what I got. I'm Orban like American muscle from 1966. Yeah, ain't made in China. I'm American as it gets. Your eyes have blue. You look sadder than most girls do. Hey, you walk around always watching the ground. Well, I like watching you. You're always like me. I think they're jealous of my tattoos. I'm just like watching back eye. I'm bringing this to you. This is going down. No, no, neither one of us. Been down. No beggars wanna be alone right now. Oh my, my. Warning signs for your oh my, girl. You thing for you. We are going down. No of us wanna be alone right now. Oh my, you're working all your warning signs. I'm sucker for you. Oh my, girl, you think you're fine. I'm murdering that one. I've been growing older all my life, but that don't mean I always act that way. Still ain't backing down from any fight. Just pickier about the ones I pick these days. Still ain't running faster than my demons. I still got my problems with my pride. Still looking for a reason, more my reasons. But luckily I still ain't found a time. Now I learned, I've crashed and I've burned, and every bridge that had to cross me. Misspent some days it cost me everything that's anything. Damn sure there's so many things I wish I had the chance to not get wrong. I'm over the hill I'm dying on. I'm not dying, y'all. I don't believe in death. It took me this long to get up here. I still ain't sure the climb was worth the view. I ain't nowhere. I can't even sing the songs like that. I ain't nowhere near what the song's about. Take me home, take me home, a lonely road. Her day starts with the coffee and ends with the wine. Takes forever getting ready. She's never on time for anything. And she gets that come get me look in her eyes. It kinda scares me the way that she drives me wild. She drives me wild. Beautiful, crazy, she can't help but amaze me the way that she dances. Ain't afraid to take chances and wears her heart on her sleeve. Yeah, she's crazy, but her crazy's beautiful to me. She makes plans for the weekend, can't wait to go out. So she changes her mind, says let's stay on the couch and watch anything. Watch TV. And she falls asleep. Beautiful, crazy, she can't help but amaze me the way that she dances. Ain't afraid to take chances and wears her heart on her sleeve. Yeah, she's crazy, but her crazy's beautiful to me. It's unpredictable, unforgettable. It's unusual, unbelievable. How I'm such a fool. Yeah, I'm such a fool for her. Beautiful, crazy, she can't help but amaze me the way that she dances. Ain't afraid to take chances and wears her heart on her sleeve. Yeah, she's crazy and I'm crazier. She's crazy and her crazy's beautiful on me. Yeah, crazy's beautiful on me. Yeah, it's beautiful on me. Sorry, I don't got no music. Sorry, I don't got no music in the background, y'all. I got this off the hip. Somebody save me. I'm here in hell. And I spent so long stuck in that cell. Those crimes I did not do at all. I'm not an criminal, yeah. With all of this drinking and smoking and toking and tweaking is all that I got. Yeah, because I promised my daughter that I stay hyper vigilant till it's done. And I won't break that promise, don't you know? Yeah, I'm doing this off the fucking dome. I'm pardon my French, don't you know? Yeah, I don't got no reason to be scared. They done took everything that I love. And everything that it counted, that I count as money, y'all. Ooh. Yeah, I had to change the song because I was going to start crying, y'all. Told me when I was young, sit beside me, my youngest son. Yeah, listen closely to what I say. And if you do this, it'll help you some sunny day. Yeah, it will. Yeah, don't take your time. Go ahead real fast. If you go earn it, you'll kick life's ass. You'll find a woman, and you might find more. And don't forget that there is someone up above. And be a simple kind of man. And be something with love and understand. And maybe a simple, yeah, be a simple man. And go do this for me, son, if you can. From a rich man's gold. You know what you need is in your soul. You do this, baby. Yeah, you can cry. If you want from you, my son, is to be satisfied. My bad. You're simple kind of man. And you was something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Won't you do this for me, son, if you can? All right, that's enough of that. Morning, man, she woke up fighting mad. Bitching and moaning on and on about the time she had. And by Tuesday, you could say that that girl was good as gone. Oh, and Thursday came around, she was back on the bone. And so I went for a drive to clear my mind. Ended up at a Shell on I-4031. I won $100 on a scratch-off ticket. Yeah, I ran into a good friend. I told him I was doing terrible and what was going down, you know. Yeah, so he threw me 65. It was all the cash he had. Yeah, I hit the road. Yeah, I was driving that Honda. I was borrowing from a former friend. Yeah, so my I can see my good friends. Yeah, it's uh, my adopted son's ex-dad. Yeah, yeah, pick him up all the way, which way I can. Yeah, or too quick to up and apologize. All right, back to the real lyrics. When she heard about my newfound luck on her FM dial. And it was crazy how lately she comes and come in waves. I can't stop laughing at that one. All right, you gotta pay me in Birmingham. I don't know if y'all can't. I don't know if y'all hear my music or not. But and I'm sitting there with my brush in hand, painting waves that danced across the sand. With every stroke, he brought to life the deep blue of the ocean against the morning sky. I asked him if he only painted ocean scenes. He said for $20, I'll paint you anything. Could you paint me a Birmingham? Make it look just the way I planned. Little house on the edge of town. Porch going all the way around. Put her hair in the front yard swing. Cotton dress made in early spring. For a while she'll be mine again. If you can paint me a Birmingham. Looked at me with knowing eyes and put the canvas in my bag by his side. Picked up a brush and said to me, just where in this picture would you like to be? And if there's any way you can you paint her back into her arms again? Paint me a Birmingham, make it look just the way I planned. The house on the edge of town, boats going all the way around. Put her hair in the front part swing. Cotton dress, make it early spring. For a while she'll be mine again. If you can paint me a Birmingham. Me a Birmingham. Yep, look just the way I planned. Little house on the edge of town. Porch going all the way around. Put her there in that tire swing. Cotton dress, make it early spring. For a while she'll be mine again. If you can paint me a Birmingham. Oh, paint me a Birmingham, man. Miss my daughter. In a town you wouldn't know. My pops picked a place up for $1,500 back in 1984. My grandfather was a drinker. Back in the day, he put him down. But a war is known to change a man, and the tweak is known to change a man. That's not me. Oh, I really drank from a bottle, but I smoke a little tweak and weed. I used to live in the sticks where you wouldn't go in a town of 1,200 off an old dirt road. A country boy is all I'll ever be. Now it's been 12 years since I sold my soul. Yeah, I would never do that, y'all. Yeah, son, here I am on the dotted line, and your songs they all will play. Yeah, he set up shop on Sunset. He put the marquee. He said, "Yo, you wanna sell a million records, boy? You listen to me." He said, "Change your style. When you smile, you can lose a couple pounds. If you want to live this life, you better lose that wife. Do you need your friends around?" I said, yeah, I won't dump no one." Yeah, because the biggest things in life are my friends and family, my kids and family. Yes, the home family. One word. Like my jeans and my old t-shirts and a couple little pounds never really hurt. 'Cause a country boy by the lake is all I'll ever be. Yeah. 'Cause Hank taught me how to stay alive. You'll never catch me out the house without everything alike. Y'all get a big orange tractor and a diesel truck. I got nothing left, y'all. What happens? What hits whitetail bucks, country boy. I know I can survive, but surviving ain't living, y'all. Surviving is really fucking shitty. Pardon my language. Now two flags I done burned. You see, yeah. First one was USA. Yeah, the other one, yeah, don't, yeah, one who's one I dropped, yeah, but that's not. Yeah, I believe that society's all jacked up and I'm doing my own thing. Yeah, they thought the first people that left Great Britain were crazy back in them days. Because this, this is me. If, even if it hurts, I'm gonna do what's by liberty. Yeah. I'm gonna pursue my happiness, you see. Yeah, loving life and doing what I need. Yeah, and they done took everything that was rich to me. That was my kids and all of my damn kin. And there ain't nothing left for me to lose. So find out what happens when I finally blow it all the way. Trained in explosives and all kind of freaking wild stuff. Yeah, I was selling dope when I was 13 years old. You think I didn't buy a bunch of AK-47s and the ammo too? On fire, just cutting the cows to pasture. She's still falling for it, and then maybe after. And she got a cold heart, but she got a warm smile. And she's claw and claw, cotton buck wild, little angel, little outlaw. She told me to tell you what now. Live cowgirls, never gonna settle down, cowgirls. Girl. I can't do it without laughing. It makes me think of my homegirl so much. I love them so much. Like, you wouldn't believe. You got some friends, and you give them 110%, they give back, and they're freaking beautiful women. Man, when they're single and you're single, you fall in love quick with all of them. Like, just live it. Liar seen dancing round the fire, but you're in it. So you jump right in, ain't afraid to fall, and you give it all. 'Cause she got the best of me. She broke my heart, but I want the best for her. Yeah, just keep us two apart. Every night at a different town, she follows me around. So you get what's left of me. Yeah, you get what's left of me. She got the best of me. It's alright. I still got a lot of greatness left. Yeah, I picked myself up off the floor and found something new worth living for. Old dusty hand-me-down cell phone and a couple over her. A little more with every song, so you sing along. She got the best of me. She broke my heart. Now all that's left of me is beating in this old phone. Every night a different town. She follows me around. She got what's left of me. Yeah, you get what's left of me. Cause they've been stealing the best of me. Yeah, they've been stealing all of my songs, all my lyrics from every freaking media outlet. I've been trying to let them out, and they freaking block them, say that they're copyright infringement, and then they freaking steal them, and then they break my phone. It breaks my heart now, all that's left of me. Yeah, I'm gonna let it all out, y'all. Oh, every night in this little town, they messing with my house. They messing with me all the time. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, y'all. But it's true, you see, yeah, they done took my kids, took my family, took it all away, yeah, for no reason other than they was pissed about some personal shit. They put these lifetime sentences on me and couldn't even get indictments, but those arrests stay on my record forever, yeah. I freaking got a lot of good skills, but they won't hire me for shit. Pardon my language, y'all. You know, freaking change court documents, freaking false arrests, false warrants, all kind of nonsense. It's like a bad freaking, it's like a bad cable TV movie, but like it's real life. You know, like I wouldn't believe it either. Like if I was y'all, I wouldn't believe it, but I'm living it, so I gotta believe it. A woman is a mystery. A man just can't understand. Sometimes it takes her to please her. I can't do it, it's too slow right now. A great Sunday morning makes me want to stay in bed, twisted up all day long. You're my inspiration, girl. You take the places that words right into these songs. I don't know if it's any one woman. Stealing cusses undercover. See forever when I see your face. I swear that made you for me. I'm messing that one up. Sorry, I couldn't keep going. Spinning you around. Been looking at you from across the room. About time I got my nerve. And you might tell me, boy, hell no. But hell, can it hurt? I just wanna spin you around and around this dance floor, get you drunk on a love like mine. And still took a couple kisses, keep them digits and find the right line. You know, that's a good song. I've never heard it before. But another practice that one. I don't want to do fast car. I never lie. The exact time. I lie, but only to the police because they got permission to lie to me. So I'm damn sure gonna lie to them. And they don't try to put me away so many times for nonsense that I didn't do. Oh. When this okay. Neon Moon, y'all. When the sun goes down on my side of town, that lonesome feeling comes through my door and the whole world turns a blue. There's a rundown bar across the railroad tracks. Got a table for two way in the back where I sit alone. Yeah, I think of losing you. I spend most every night beneath the light in my living room. 'Cause I lost everything that mattered. All my loved ones, yeah, the kids, everyone. And I watch my dreams, yeah, they got just wiped off the table and nobody did nothing. Yeah, these cops, they came and they threatened my life. Then 5 months later, they arrested me, yeah, saying that I assaulted them with weapons. And they had a warrant for 5 months, even though I was streaming live all those 5 months. And and then they said they identified me by my voice on boggy Ford ride, driving 40 miles an hour at 10:30 at night. Yeah, you think you could identify me singing with my headphones in? They identified me by my voice. Yeah, 40 miles an hour. If you lose your one and only, lost my daughter. I promised her she never gonna have to go away from, and it ripped her. And then I had gone legit, y'all. And before that, my big thing was I sold a bunch of weed back when it was frowned upon. Like I worked 2 or 3 jobs at a time from age 12 on up. Like like crazy, like paid my taxes and everything, and they came and just ripped everything away and put false charges on me. Couldn't even indict me on them. Like rearrested, like added weapons, took them like so many things they did wrong, and nobody did anything about it. And it's trash. And I can't get anybody to help me. I'm sitting here. I'm out of food. My dog's out of food. I'm out of water. This water coming out the sink ain't potable. And freaking like I'm not leaving, and I'm not asking for help. I'm just stating the facts. If I be alright, as long as there's light from a neon moon. Yeah, my bowl's empty and everything. I need something to roll around, y'all. Use your one and only. There's always room here when I'm lonely. Yeah, there's always room here for any of my homies. Yeah, as long as you can deal with how strange I am these days and how paranoid I am and how weird I am because I got all this PTSD from because I called for help and they freaking came and tried to assault me and tried to arrest me and then freaking pulled guns on me and you ever stare down three white dots pointed at your face? Like I have. And then that same night, or the next morning at 4:30 in the morning, September 8th, 2022, they freaking, a dark 4-door sedan ran me down, like, saw me, hit the bright lights, swerved, and ran me down, and ran me over and left me for dead in the ditch. And when I called for an ambulance, those same cops, police officers, and sergeant, came by and just rolled down the window and freaking waved at me. No ambulance ever came. When I called 911, they said, police, fire, ambulance. I said, ambulance only. And no ambulance ever came. I was bleeding from the head, and I was concussed, and I've been left for dead in the ditch. And the same police came by, never even stopped. They just rolled down the window and waved at me. Pour me another drink, 'cause I don't want to feel nothing no more. Hell no. I just want to sip a little pain to resolve. Pour me another round. 'Cause I wanna roll around because I've got no reason to do anything. Plus my daughter said, stay hyper vigilant, Dad. And I said, I will, because she's a genius, yeah. And when your genius daughter tells you to do something like stay hyper vigilant, you listen. Because yeah, she's smart. Smarter than I ever was. Took every lesson that I taught her, took the best parts about me, and she took them and made them better. Yeah, yeah, she's doing so damn good. I promised her a car, you see. Yeah, it was the only goal I went for since I got released from prison. Yeah, you know, and because I got my CDL back. Yeah, I got a clean driving record. I'm employable as fuck, but they keep blackballing me here in this town. You see, say I'm not qualified to freaking open gates at LVPOA. Yeah, yeah, but I'm a POA member, so I can go into any event and be right up around the crowds and everything, but I'm too dangerous to open up the gates, huh? That's straight discrimination. Yeah, you know, like when they said they didn't send the ambulance because I refused one that someone called 6 months before that. Because I didn't want to put a defibrillator on my chest when I was having an asthma attack, and I finally found my inhaler, and they wanted to put a defibrillator on me and freaking shock my chest with freaking voltage. Yeah, I'm not dumb. And so, but that's not a reason for them to refuse to send an ambulance 6 months later when I call. Like someone else called one, I can refuse an ambulance, and they still have to send one the next time. I still get the bill for it, and it's a Fourth Amendment violation for refusing medical care for a non-medical reason. Better believe that. Same thing they did to me at freaking Travis County Correctional Complex on April Fool's Day 2023. Freaking. It's like over around midnight, right between the last day of March and first day of April, and I got my face smashed in, and fucking got it because my cell was open. Someone came in and smashed my face in while I was sleeping, and I got up and went and gave numbers to all my homies on the unit, and went and told the guards like I needed to go to medical. I fell off the bunk, and they were like, you're on the bottom bunk. I said, I fell off the bottom bunk, and I landed on the table, and I stood up, it don't matter, I fell off the bunk. And they refused to send me to the hospital because I wouldn't snitch. Even after the dude snitched on himself because the unit was going to mess him up. Like, dude snitched on himself, and they still wouldn't send me to the hospital by the time I saw a doctor, it was 24 hours later. Like, I had an orbital fracture. And then they hid the orbital fracture. Yeah, because I can heal myself, y'all. Yeah, it was just straight happiness. Check it with EA Rome. Yeah, that's my boy, Jerome Yancey. Yeah, he's sitting in the pen right now because he got screwed too. Yeah, doing that 40 piece now. Yeah, it really sucks. That really sucks. Yeah, man, I'm trying to get all my homies up out of there. Yeah, because they shooting them paintball guns up in the TDCJ. Them paintball guns loaded with the pepper balls you see, but none of the inmates have any protective gear. And the manufacturer of the paintball gun says anything shot from that paintball gun that's shooting that at anyone, it's a deadly weapon if shot at anybody without protective gear. And if you shoot a paintball gun out of your car in the free world, that is the same as doing a drive-by. So, lawyer up, y'all. Get your families out of prison. No, I'm not talking about they're in there for rape and stuff. Like, those guys are in isolation and like in their own unit. They ain't getting paintballed. They ain't running no teams. Since when got talked into going out with hope staying in. I was feeling like myself for the first time in a long time. Y'all quit anything but never by myself alone. Never mind. Then you rolled in with your hair in the wind, baby, without warning. Hit you with the flashlight, right? Doing alright, but just your side had my heart storming. That moon was hiding, stars went shining. It's driving thunder and lightning. You wrecked my whole world when you came. When you hurt me like a hurricane. It reminds me of two of my homegirls at different times. Like my homegirl got on the back of my motorcycle, and I swear, like she had to have freaking come. Like I felt this like electricity come through me, and we only rode like maybe 200 yards tops. And like she got up and she wouldn't get, like she was hiding in the shadows. I think she was wet. Had a couple of amazing moments with that homegirl, and actually all my homegirls had a lot of amazing moments with. I've never seen any of them naked, never done anything with any of them, but had some amazing freaking moments. that same homegirl, she wanted to learn how to play poker. So I was like, all right, we got to pull some money if you want to learn, or you got to put something on the line. And so, or he's like, I was like, you play for money or clothes, because if it's not worth anything, you'll never learn how to play poker for real. Like, you won't if you're not having to lose. She freaking wiped me down to my freaking underwear like so quick. I got her socks off. That was it, one sock, and she got my underwear, but she didn't make me take them off. But she was working on some self-improvement stuff, celibacy stuff. So we just slept on the couch that night. Freaking totally woke up that next morning with morning wood poking her in the back, and freaking hopped up quick and ran to the kitchen to start cooking breakfast, like hoping she didn't see. But there you go. I ain't got no shame. I ain't got no shame in my life. I got different story. I got different stories. I had another homegirl. She was over here, and she woke me up with another friend, and I think she brought her friend in to see my morning wood. But they woke me up, and then they started talking about Tombstone and all this crazy stuff, and saying like different things. It was funny as heck. But I love y'all. I love everybody in the whole world, y'all. Like I don't like everybody. I ain't met everybody, but I love everybody in the whole world. No joke, no lie. It's a great feeling. You should give it a try instead of blind hatred. Just love everybody. You just think of them as a relative you never met. Don't trust everybody. Obviously, you get to read on people. In life, especially in the streets or in the freaking drug fucking dealing game. Anyway, I grew up in when I was a little kid. I'm telling you, y'all think I'm playing when I say I was moving weight when I was 13 years old, but I was moving, I was picking up quarter pounds multiple times a week, sometimes multiple times a day. By the time I was in early ninth grade, I was moving 5 pounds a week, on average, in a little small town. I had the big town people coming out here to buy weed from me. I had people from Austin coming out to Lago Vista to buy weed from me, because and it's all because they labeled me, the law enforcement labeled me a drug dealer in the 8th grade because I got caught with 2 joints at school, and I was the last person caught out of a few people, and so I guess they assumed that I was in the line. So I was with that in effect, I snatched the joints out of the principal's hand, and he said he only had partial joints by the time the police got there. Went to eating them, but. Anyway, I'm the one that caught real charges on it, and they sent me to the alternative school, and then they went and told all the females all the females from my age group, in my grade and the grade above, went and told all their parents that I was a drug dealer. So then I was allowed, none of the girls were allowed to hang out with me, but they all did still. They always weren't allowed to tell their parents they were coming to my house or come to my parties or in 8th grade, we had a homecoming dance in 8th grade. I had a hotel room party at the shore. I had a hotel room. I had been working since age 12. I had my own money. And I had some cool ass people I knew that were putting hotels in. My mom did that for me, put the hotel in my name. Made fake ID by the time I was 15. And I probably looked like I was about 10 years old. Cart full of beer coming out of HEB for that was when I was 16 for senior skip day. By the time I was doing that, because I wasn't gonna get that much beer at the gas station. And I was I made a few of them for back then. I was a young kid, and they weren't even that good. They were freaking cheesy as hell. But a long time ago, and I was the youngest looking at everybody, and nobody else would have had the balls to use them I did. Oh man, wild child. I don't know how I got blessed with such wonderful children. And figured it out. Human, Cody Johnson. To make it easy, something so hard to do. I bet that I'd be further down the road. I could read the signs that point me to the truth. I never planned on being nothing but a cowboy. That's not true. I wanted to be a dad. And I was good at it too. I had full custody of my daughter when they came over some nonsense because some rich dude, I'm pretty sure some rich dude started all my problems freaking trying to pay because he was mad about his wife leaving him and freaking all that, like, because I wasn't white and I wasn't white enough to be with her. People were pissed about it because I wasn't white enough to hang out with some of the white folks. Like, yeah, the book don't match the cover. Some of the whitest people, the whiter than like some of the freaking higher, like in the early alphabet, like heads of freaking like they met me on the phone, and then then they meet me in person, and so like it like it messed them up like for a second, but then they loved me so much like they didn't want me. They always want to invite me over just to hang out and freaking and chat, like about life and living and like crazy my crazy theories and like society's messed up and I got ideas for new education system. Like it's pretty freaking lucrative but pretty awesome. Like just do what you love. Teach the kids the basics, and then like if they love math, let them do math. Like take it as far as they can take it in a certain amount of time. And if they don't, the time hadn't gone far enough, and they get interested in something else, let them jump to science or jump to history or whatever, but don't force them into something they don't love because they're never gonna use it anyway. If they don't love it, they're not gonna be into it, and if they're not good at it, they're never like. It's what the Bible says, Romans 12. Like if you're good at teaching, then teach. If you're good at singing, then sing. If you're good at riding motorcycles, then ride motorcycles. If you're good at racing cars, then race cars. If you're good at tuning engines, tune engines. Like do the best of the best, and you get the best of the best of the best in everything. Like and everyone will just be doing what they love, and you'll never work a day in your life. You do what you love, you never work a day in your life. It's like just. Everybody's getting high too. Like everybody's getting high. I don't care if you're getting high on drugs. They're getting high on beer. They're getting high on alcohol. They're getting high on religion. They're getting high on sex. They're getting high on freaking power. Like the worst one, I think, in my opinion, is abuse of power. Like that's the twisted one. Is these people they get a little bit of authority and they freaking abuse it and they freaking use it to hold the little guy down and they think they're gonna come up and they're gonna be part of the upper class, but they ain't never part of the upper class. They're just a freaking paid mule, like a paid freaking like hired freaking like goon, like for real, like full autonomy is gonna ruin. Is like that's the end of from the middle class down, upper middle class down. I'd say, like just to start. Like once they don't need people to take out their trash, deliver their mail, deliver their packages, fix their cars, because they're all fixing themselves and building themselves. Like they don't need to drive the cars. They don't need people to do anything. Clean their houses. Then what are they gonna need us for? How are we gonna make money? How are we gonna survive? Yeah, they've been systematically and they're making counterfeit money to devalue our money, and all that does is hurt the lower classes, because we're the only ones using cash. They're not using no cash. They're getting everything for free from each other. Like it's ridiculous. And then they made 18-wheelers automatic. How's an 18-wheeler know that an upcoming incline is coming up for downhill, and it's gonna go downhill for a runaway? How are they gonna preemptively downshift? It's not. And then the truck's gonna run away. They're gonna burn up the brakes, and it's dangerous. First of all, and then they put an automatic restriction on my new CDL because I didn't have another $500 to add that to the class, even though I had my CDL before for 6 years almost, and they didn't even have automatics when I had it, and I had no I had one accident, and it was wasn't even. It wasn't even in a big rig. It was with air brakes. It was with a Chevy Big 10 flatbed with a gooseneck with electric brakes, and electric brakes failed. And other than that, the only ticket I got was when I kept driving after they suspended my license for a dime bag of weed on my day off. Regular weed cost me $100-something thousand a year take home money. Terrible. But I was gonna have to quit that job anyway, because I needed to be there for my daughter because she needed me. I was missing everything, and she needed me. Yes, because I'm not gonna get into that. Things happen. All right, back to singing, y'all. the kind of love we make. We've been burning both ends, keeping the lights on. So I've been thinking we need a little time alone. So what you say we cancel our plans? Tonight we're only gonna be your man. Let's get some candles burning and some records, turning all the lights down low. Turn it nice and slow. The way your body's moving, keep doing what you're doing to me all night long, writing our love song. Girl, you want it, gotta have it. Let the passion take me to a higher place. Making the kind of love we make. Yeah, they identify me by my voice when I'm singing along with the music. Yeah. For a warrant, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon warrant officers that they had for 5 months. No way, big to get me out this house. No, without, not by myself. I ain't leaving. I ain't leaving the house alone either. I should even think about. Besides turning round and locking the door, watching your red dress fall on the floor. Let's get some candles burning and some records turning, all the lights down low. Take it nice and slow. The way your body's moving, keep doing what you're doing to me all night long. In our love song, girl, you want it, gotta have it. Let the patient take us to a higher place. Making the kind of love we make. I was running out of breath there for a second. Oh, the kind of love we make. So what you say we cancel our plans? Tonight we're only gonna be your man. Let's get some candles burning and some red turning. The lights down low. Let's do lights and slow. Hey, your body's. Let me try this remix right here. I'm only gonna be your man. Let me try this remix right here. Let's get these tires burning and this red dirt churning. The lights down low. Yeah, nice and slow. We'll get this truck a mudding through it. Yeah, we'll make it okay, do it with a Subaru sedan through the deepest mud. Oh yeah, yeah, we done it. Yeah, I passed up all them tall ass 4x4s with my Legacy GT Limited with the 4 doors. Yeah, it was a sedan. Yeah, GT Limited year 2000 and. Yeah, on Sometimes Island on the 4th. Yeah, love myself a Subaru. Yeah, yeah. For trucks, I go with Power Stroke 7.3 diesels. Yeah, because pre diesel exhaust fluid and pre exhaust filter. Just because we rocked in the oil field, and that's what like, pretty much like my son, like my nephew, like one of my best friends, like inspirational a friend of mine. Like I got a very Jerry Springer lifestyle. I got a dad that I adopted as my, and so it's like he adopted me like right after that. So it's like I'm. It's like I'm his dad and he's my dad and he's my son and I'm his son. like sometimes he's giving me advice and then I'm giving him advice. Sometimes we're picking each other up. Sometimes we like telling each other calm down. Like it goes back. It don't make no sense, but it don't gotta make sense to anybody but us. So you get. Here we go, Little Boy and Preacher Man. This is a Kyle Taylor possible remix with cover song as of right now. One Sunday morning after church, the preacher was shaking hands. A little boy walked up and said, Yeah, can I give you this, ma'am? He said, tell you check this out. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know, yeah, they said no, I can't, but I think they might have looked it up. Oh yeah, I was in that back 20 years ago. Yeah, checking out my AOL. Yeah, you know, yeah, you. Yeah, well, I ran into her just a couple months ago. Yeah, she popped up on my dating app, you know, and it was really, really rowdy, don't you know? And it was a place, but yeah, you know, yeah, I don't want to cause her no trouble. Yeah, she was inspirational all the same. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, had to shoot a little tribute out to somebody. Well, I got called in the chapel a little earlier than the rest. I was there a whole hour by myself, you see. They just had the music playing up on the big screen. I was singing gospel that day 'cause that was what was playing out loud. And I made some of the best songs. I wish I had that recording, but I gave it to her if there was one. Yeah, it's hers. Yeah, she can have it. Yeah, you know, yeah, different one. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I got a wild life. Yeah, I was shooting my shots at all of them when I was in there. Like, the good one, like the ones that are being like nice and trying to actually help people get through their time. Like you're innocent until proven guilty in county. Like those nonsense charges. Like besides those, I don't even look that bad. Like a bunch of POMs, nothing more than a dime bag, and all of a sudden just aggravated charges at age 35. Just start picking up aggravated charges out of nowhere. And like nonsense. And I'm a good dad, and nobody they put that sexual crime on my back. They couldn't even indict me on. Tried to get me killed up in there. So I had to hang myself till I could end up in the psych unit just to freaking get out of getting killed on the regular unit. Because they had put me in the unit where the freaking video phone faces the shower. Like, that was a straight hit, and there wasn't no whites and there wasn't no Asians in the unit. That was a straight hit. Like, I didn't know it at the moment. My gut just said to do what I did, and freaking I did it. Like, I don't argue with my gut. My gut says do something, I do it. And my gut right now is telling me to eat, but I'm out of food, y'all. Or I only have stuff that I need water to cook, and I don't drink this water coming out of my faucet because it's messed up. I done put back pressure flow valves on my hose bib multiple times, and they keep disappearing. Like, why do they want the back pressure to come off, like, so they can put back pressure into my house? That means they're pumping something into my house, into my plumbing. Like, that's like, why else would they? But when my back pressure valves keep disappearing, why else would that happen? Unless somebody wants to put back pressure into my house. That means they've been pumping in natural gas, like they've been they've been doing all kind of fucked up shit to me. You know, I know it sounds crazy. I stayed quiet about it for so long, just making sure. I put them on fucking 4 different times. That's the first time I had a drink since I started this live, and like hours before that. Yeah, like this song reminds me of like Lago Vista Police came back in like it's like March or April of 2022. Said I was playing music too loud, and I was like they couldn't prove it, and they were hassling me, and I wouldn't get near them. They were gonna slap cuffs on me, and I was like I didn't do anything. I hadn't done anything illegal, and they couldn't prove that. They didn't have no decibel meter. I had one, and they didn't. Anyway, they said they found out I owned this other lot, and they were like, maybe you should think about selling. That was a threat. They told me I should think about selling and leaving town. I will never sell at this point. I don't care. There ain't no price on it. If they would have came proper and made me an offer, like it would have been a high offer, way above market value. But now there ain't nothing you'll ever make. If it burns down, but if some freak accident, hurricane blows it down, and tornado takes it, I will camp on the foundation. Yeah. All right, here we go. They came in thinking top dollar, to the old cotton crop farmer that knocked on the screen door. He said, Lord, you need boys. And they said, you know all the others when cashed out. Yes, not me. Subdivision all mapped out. Sit right here on this land. And you can leave town a rich man. He said, boys, whatever you're offering, it ain't gonna be enough. Yeah, this is really my life right here. About to come up. I had a little girl that used to swing right there. You can see her pink bow and her brown hair. Been a big city, but she don't call home. She's gonna do if she comes back and I'm gone. We're there under that big oak tree. Is all my dead pets from the last 30, 40 years. Yeah, that was my best friend Chico there. Yeah, 13 years. Yeah, before he got run over and I had to put him down. And over there, got my on one knee. Yep, you can't buy this kind of dirt cheap, and you can't buy me. Period. You can't buy my loyalty. Like yeah. Anybody that took money, y'all. That's what's wrong with the world. People can be bought and sold. It's like court-appointed attorneys. They're trading us for their paid attorneys. I'll give you 5 years on my court-appointed attorney client, and if you give my paid client no time or time served for 3 days time, I'll give you a 20 piece on my court-appointed client. If you give my paid client a year county time, like that's what's happening out there. Like why prosecuting attorneys and freaking defense attorneys should not be having lunch together with the prosecutors and freaking the judge. They should not all be having lunch together at the same place. And it's happening multiple times all the time. It's trash. It's trash. I told my attorney, my court-appointed attorney, this last one. I told him, I said, I showed him he brought his computer up to the jail, wanted me to sign into my Facebook. Like I'm dumb enough to do that. I said, no, here's the video. It's on public. And I was like, I went to it without signing in because I'm not dumb. And I said, put this video in evidence, and he didn't do that. And that video showed everything that they didn't have videos because their outward-facing videos they claim weren't working on those days, on or about 7th. They don't even know what day it was when this happened. The guy that wrote the report wasn't even here, and freaking didn't show up to my court case, so I didn't get to face my accuser. Freaking said I had a gun inside of a green Crown Royal bag, and it was freaking purple, and you can see it in the video. It's purple. And there was a third camera angle, and there was only 2 officers here. They took a third camera. They redid the camera angles and replaced the inside of my blinds with glass like things because the blind little things that held the blinds used to be plastic and real lightweight, and now they're heavy and they barely stay on the door. I know it sounds nuts. Have a good night. Have a good night. I'm going off live for a second. See if I can freaking find a piece of bread or something to eat.